Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through the best and worst tattoo TikToks I could find. We're starting off with kind of a heavy one. So let's get into it. Okay. It says, can I get a tattoo if I have HIV? Do I need to disclose that I have HIV? There is no legal requirement to disclose you have HIV, including whether you are undetectable or not. It is illegal to discriminate against someone because they have HIV under the Equality Act of 2010. Okay, so clearly this guy's getting a tattoo. Clearly he more than likely has HIV. Look, there's a few different layers to this, right? There's the client, there's a tattooer, and then there's just like all this other stuff, right? As a client, you should 100% disclose whether you have HIV or hepatitis C and B, okay? Anything that is possible for the tattooer to get, you should tell us, okay? It's not a fucking, what world are we living in, okay? What kind of brainiac bullshit hoops are you jumping through to not disclose that, okay? You're being like delusional, you're like, hey, it sucks that I have this thing, I'm the victim here, let me fucking not tell other people who could potentially also be victims. Now, I get it, that fucking sucks. You have a disease, can't do anything about it, every interaction's gonna suck, especially when it comes to getting tattooed. You should fucking tell us, okay? There's no, tell us, okay? You're an ass. 2, as a tattooer, I don't give a fuck what you got, okay? I'm gonna pretend like all of my clients have all the worst diseases, right? But those aren't the same thing, you know? Like, those are two different conversations, right? As a tattooer, you should pretend like everyone's got something so that you protect yourself and your clients as much as possible. As a client, you should 100% tell everybody so that they can use precaution to take care of themselves and the people around them, okay? It's not fucking like one and the other one equal, you know? Like there's no negotiating on both of those. You should fucking tell us. We got forms, they ask, you got any fucking diseases I could catch, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you should let me know. I do not fucking care as a tattooer, right? I'm gonna pretend like you got the HIV no matter what, no matter who you are, right? Now, the chances of me as a tattooer catching something, very small, very small. You know, I do know a ton of tattooers who will say that they got hepatitis from clients. That has been told to me since the beginning of my career. A lot of different tattooers have said that. They said, oh, I got hepatitis because of tattooing, blah, 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 blah. Do I think that's true? I'm not sure. Not only, you know, a lot of my friends who are older tattooers, you know, 10 to 15 to 20 years older than me, a lot of them got strung out on different druggos, okay? So did they get hepatitis from tattooing or did they get hepatitis from fucking stabbing drugs into their arm? I don't know. But a lot of them have told me, and I know a lot of them haven't, and a lot of them also did heroin. So I'm like, maybe one or the other. But either way, as a client, you should 100% tell everybody that could potentially catch it, okay? Whether it's a partner, sexual, or not. I'm not saying you gotta go play basketball and let everybody know at the gym that you got the HIVs. I'm not saying that, I'm not stupid, okay? I understand the difference here. But you should understand the difference too. I'm jabbing you with needles. Those needles are going to be in my vicinity, like they are gonna be on me. The amount of times tattooers accidentally smack a needle into their hand is fucking crazy. And again, I know the likeliness is small, but still, you should tell us, okay? That is it. That's where the conversation ends, begins, you know, and obviously this is a pretty dumb opinion, right? I didn't read the comments, but I'm sure that guy got flamed on fucking the internets for having such a dumb opinion. On to the next. Okay, thinking I just got one of the coolest tattoos. I'm literally obsessed with it. It moves with me so well. My dad putting me in place. I do not get it. Lol, it's art. There's nothing to get. Okay. First off, your dad's a dick, okay? Your dad's a dick. I'm gonna list off all the things that are wrong with this real quick. 1, your dad's a dickhead, but he probably didn't want you to get tattooed anyways. That was his response. It was gonna be his response. 2, when you say this is one of the coolest tattoos, I'm not sure a fucking smudgy line is a cool thing, right? And then you say like, oh, it moves with my body so well, like, in what fucking world does a tattoo that's right here like moving with your body? It's not like flowing around you at all times and it just like has this beautiful movement. No, it just like goes like, is that a beautiful movement we're seeing? Or is that just some smudgy line propaganda, okay? This is what the smudge liners say. They're like, oh, it moves so well with you. And you're like, it's a fucking straight line wannabe thing. Like, what's the movement here? Where are we seeing movement, okay? It's a smudgy line tattoo, okay? Don't move. I don't see the movement. It's just a smudgy line. I'm an old man though, you know? I'm an old man. You know what this tattoo actually looks like? Now that we're having the discussion about how gross tattooing can be and all the sexually transmitted diseases you could get from it, it looks like my arm when I accidentally smudge a back piece, dude. I'll be tattooing someone, they're bleeding all over the place, their whole soul's coming out of the tattoo, and I go, God damn it, fuck. And then I go, oh, it moves so well. I'm like, fuck, got a smudgy line on my arm. And then I gotta go clean it off because I don't want to catch the HIVs. Dude, tattooing's gross. And I know that totally contradicts everything I just said about like, I really take precautions with every client and I pretend like they all have STDs. But the reality is like tattooing's just a thing. You know, it's a gross thing. Sometimes you get blood on you, and sometimes it's a ton of blood, and sometimes it looks like a stupid, trendy tattoo like this fucking thing. Daddy's on a good one, dude. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't call me daddy. That's gross. Daddy. Daddy? Okay, next. This is a blue hand, green hand. I don't know. I don't know anymore, dude. Colors are just fucking things on the spectrum, dude. Okay. It's green. It's a hand thing. I don't know. I don't get it. I clearly think that it should have a black outline around the things. You know, like the hand that's planted isn't gonna look like a hand because there's no contrast here and you can't see anything else other than like, you know, 2 different tones of blue. I see this shit and I'm like, you know, like whatever, it's a tattoo. Someone asks you to do a shitty tattoo, you do a shitty tattoo, but then like, this is what catches my, like, this is what you put on the internet. This is the best work you've done this week. A blue hand? Bro, ¿qué pasó, wey? What the fuck is this, dude? I have no idea. I don't know. What happened, okay? What happened in tattooing, okay? You know, and like, that's the thing. Like, as a tattooer, we do shit like this all the time, okay? We just don't talk about it. It's just that crap that no one wants to see, dude. No one wants to see this out loud, okay? But then it's on the internet now. On to the next. Okay, so we got this guy in a studio with his girlfriend all up on him, coddling him, and then he puts his hand down her dress. Of course this guy's getting a Joker tattoo. Okay, couple things here. I just got lists, dude. I just got lists. 1, if you need your girlfriend to coddle you, like in this type of way, like where she's like all up on you, trying to like smooth out this tattoo, like, you know, you're like, can't deal with the pain of this tattoo, you're a bitch, okay? Your mom holds your hand while you're getting tattooed, you're a bitch, okay? Not only that, but this tattooer, for not beating the fucking piss out of this client, is also a bitch, okay? You come in my shop and you're coddling up, like you fucking have your girlfriend on top of you, like, no, I'm gonna tell you, hey dude, get the fuck out of my shop. Whatever's happening here is bumming me the fuck out. So you could either kick her out or I'm kicking you out. More than likely, I'm kicking both of you out, okay? If you're macking in the corner in between sessions, like I wanna have a smoke break, I don't actually smoke, but like I imagine I'm like a tatter who has smoke breaks and like I see you off in the corner macking down in my tat shack. Fuck no, dude. If anyone's macking down in this tat, it's me, dude. You ain't macking down, okay? And if I ain't doing it, you ain't doing it, okay? Get out of my tat shack. I fucking hate Joker tattoos, okay? There's fucking 4 reasons I'm kicking out. 1, Joker tats, lame. It tells me one thing, and that thing is that you eat McDonald's every day. That's it. I don't know why. People who, you know, I'm a classist today, okay? You eat McDonald's, you drink Monster Energy drink, and you got a Joker tat. Okay, this is the person in my head, right? This fucking clown, dude. The fact that this guy's getting any crazy, dude. This world I don't understand anymore. I just don't get it, okay? Tats are so lame. I am not tattooed. I'm gonna cover all these things. I get why Kat Von D blacked out her body because who wants to be a part of this shit anymore? Next. Okay, I see you. I know you tried. I know it was hard. Let's discuss it. Okay, lions aren't the hardest tattoos to do. Maybe snow leopards are. And this cover up is just a hot pile of shit, son. Right? There's nothing here. There's nothing good looking here, but there's some things you can learn about this tattoo. 1, gray is not the color to cover things up with. Okay, this is true gray. This is the color gray. If you're not sure what the difference between the color gray and gray tone is like, or gray fucking, you know, watered down black and gray type of shit, this is like black that has white in it. The difference between black and gray and the color gray is that black and gray waters down, or they put, you know, witch hazel or these different things inside their gray to mute the color. So they drop the, you know, the range as far as they want by adding water or other things. This is like they had black and they added white. Now, white is a bitch, okay? White sucks. White is the worst color when it comes to tattooing. It's the weakest, it's the softest. And so when you mute down a color like black with white, now it's like not full black. And so the strength of the black is now weaker because of the white, and that makes it very difficult to cover things up with. So I know that was a lot. I'm gonna break it down. The leaf has a little bit of white and black, and the other part of the snow leopard has like a lot of white and maybe a little bit of blue in their black. So it comes off as this bluish gray. Trash colors to black out. I know that you don't see the tattoo underneath currently, but you will. Okay, a lot of times as a tattooer, you'll feel like the color is covering it up, but you're like, I know that this tattoo is gonna shine right through. The thing you're covering up is just gonna pop right through all this color because all these things are so weak. Now, I feel a little bit ridiculous talking about cover-up theory when we have such a crap tattoo, but this is what we can learn from it, right? If you want to cover something up, use colors like, you know, a dark blue, dark green, dark purple. You know what's not a good color? Blue, like a light blue, baby blue. Although sometimes it can work all right. It's not a great color. And red. Red, especially like a lipstick red or like a red that really pops as like red. Any of like this type of red, trash of cover-ups. I don't even attempt it. It's not a good color. If I got something darker, like a real dark one, maybe I'll put some things in there. But yeah, color theory with cover-ups, you know, you gotta be careful. All these colors sick, you know? I'm just not a color boy. I love color. I love them as tattoos, but you know, the reality is they come with their own flaws. Weak ass colors constantly. On to the next. Okay, this kid can't be serious. We see the tattoo. Okay, we're gonna talk about young people today. You know, like, damn, getting clowned on at the gym. Okay, we get tattooed to be noticed. It's just part of it, right? And you want, like, you know, you want to get noticed, and most dudes are getting tattooed because they want to get noticed by the opposite sex. It's just the way it is. You might disagree with me. Go fuck yourself. I don't care that much. Look. Nothing says you're a clown more than like showcasing your tattoos as the dominant reason to be noticed. If all you got is tattoos and you live in America, dude, you're a dime a dozen, fool. Like, come on, lead with something else, right? You got tattoos? You got tats? You're tatted? Sick tats, bro. Come on, come up with something else. And honestly, you're going to be clowned if you lead with it like that. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're wearing pants, full. You know, if you want to show off your tattoos, wear shorts. Don't wear sweats. Okay, sweats bother me anyways. I'm just not a sweats guy. I always feel like I'm a grandma or something when I wear sweats. I don't know why. I've worn them and I hate them, okay? There's something that makes me feel uncomfortable about them. I feel like I'm wearing a sweater or something. Something so weird, like a V-neck t-shirt. And I know that you're gonna say, dude, you're always looking like you wear a V-neck shirt because your fucking microphone dangles to your nips. But hey, dudes, I like vintage shirts. I like old shirts, and they got loose necks, dude, so get over it. But sweats, the worst. That's not even what we're talking about. What we're talking about is this fucking kid going to the gym and pulling up a leg sleeve so everyone can see his tattoo. Don't do that. I know as a young kid, you're like, I gotta show these sick tats off, dude. I gotta show them off. You look like a clown. And everyone's gonna clown on you, and that girl clown on you fucking hard because that's what you get, you know? Like, that's what you deserve, because you're kind of a clown. The young kids will be like, oh, this little thing? Or they'll be like, oh, it's just so hot, you know? Or be like, oh, let me check my, oh, do I have something here? It's clowns, dude, clowns. I was a kid once, I did the same shit. I know it from experience. Don't be the clown at the bar. Because there's, you know what the problem is? There's always someone with better, cooler, more tattoos. You know? I was that kid. When I was 20 and I was fucking sleeved out, people were like, ah, sick. You got a lot of tats. There was always someone with more, especially in California, especially in America. On to the next. Don't be that goober, dude. Okay, when you're a silly sticker sleeve girl now, but you used to be roses and pocket watch girl. I was 18 and had money. Looks like lettuce now. Keeping up with the trends, dude. Yeah. Trends be trending. You know, it's part of tattooing, dude. No matter who you are, past 50 years, it's been a trend, right? Like your grandfather who had an anchor on his arm because he was in the Navy, it was a trend. I mean, it was a cooler trend than fucking sticker sleeves and rose petals that look like goddamn lettuce, but it was a trend, okay? Don't get too caught up in this thing. Like, yes, they look like shit. Yes, you're gonna get clowned on by Kirk, but it's all just part of getting tattooed. We're all just these trendy little fucking turds. When I was a kid, when I was first getting tattooed, Tumblr was a thing. Everyone got tattoos because of the shit they saw on Tumblr, okay? Let's just be real. Let's be real where people can be real. I was totally like, I want to be like these kids on Tumblr, okay? I wanted to be like, what, Scott X Sparks. I don't know if that's the guy. Maybe I'm confusing multiple people. But like, yeah, you're trendy. It's cool. It's fine, whatever. We all grow up. On to the next. Oh, this is something cool, okay? I wanna see if can't use the music. This one's brought to you by Allison Atwood, and this is like a tattoo. This is my favorite tattoo of all time. His name is Chad Coplinger. He had an art show, and all of the walls he smashed out in tattoo flash. I think he did 365, a piece of flash every day last year, and they had this little like showcase at Great Lakes in Chicago. Just a fucking cool thing. If you guys don't know cool tattooers exist, right? They're usually old, farty old dudes who are fat and like smell bad with slicked back cool hair, but they're cool. There's cool shit happening in tattoo all the time, okay? They look at them, they're all like, I'm a tatter, dude. Look at those young kids. They're getting cool tattoos. It's funny, I know that I am not a cool kid. I wish I was. In tattooing, I wish I was a cool kid. I'm not. There's so many cooler motherfuckers doing cool stuff. They're not making YouTube videos. They're not clowns like me. They're making flash like men. What am I doing? Sitting down here pressing record. Thanks for the video, Allison Atwood, showcasing all these cool motherfuckers in Great Lakes tattoo. They exist, still using, look at them. They're using coil machine like men. Their eyes were black like a doll's eyes. On to the next, I guess. This is cool. Look at Chad Coplinger. If you don't follow Chad Coplinger, you fucking should. If you don't know who Chad Coplinger is, you fucking should. If you don't know who the guys who work at Great Lakes are, you should fucking look it up. On to the next. Look at this, another piece of cool flash. Like I said, men doing men things. Not that women don't crush it. I guess I really should emphasize. Some of my favorite tatters are women, you know? I should say that. I just happened to find two guys. Actually, I don't know if this is a guy. This could be just his hat, you know? Girls can be named Isaiah too, okay? No, I should say, who's my favorite lady tatter currently? Oh, what was that girl's name? Something Bree. Brittany Goodman. Oh my God. Look at some of her fucking tattoos. Are they dumb and weird and fucking great? Abso-fucking-lutely, okay? If you don't know, there's great women tatters who do weird, dumb, traddy stuff, just like Chad Coplinger. Honestly, don't know where this, how did we get here? How did we get here? Oh, I said, look at these men being men. And I was like, oh wait, I should say, there's some women tatters doing cool stuff. There's women tatters doing, there's tons, obviously. I'm just being a silly bitch, okay? I'm just being a silly boy today. Taking it where we got it. Look up Brittany Goodman, I like her tats. Does she have any videos I could showcase? Not really, not really. She doesn't really post videos, but her tattoos are sick. Cool, I don't know why we got here, how we got here. I was actually looking at her tattoos today being like, oh, fuck, I just love her tattoos. Oh yeah, Isaiah Sanchez. Yep, super cool flash, dumb looking, weird looking. If you don't know, guys, I like dumb shit. I like dumb tattoos. I like it to be kind of goofy, you know? At some point, as in tattooing, like the older you get and the more tattoos you do, the dumber shit you like. And this is a great example. And I mean that with all the respect, you know? One time I said like I liked a person's tattoos and they looked dumb and stupid looking, and they got so butthurt about it. And I'm like, ugh, you just don't know me, dude. On to the next. The coolest elbow tattoo. And then there's shit like this, okay? And then there's shit like this. I actually just did a hand poke on one of my apprentices, or my last apprentice technically. Probably by the time this video comes out, he will be my last apprentice. I did a hand poke and I was like, fuck hand pokes, dude. They're so hard. They're also so easy to do. Like we banged it out in like 15 minutes, this like dumb looking Sacred Heart. It looks so shitty. And I was like, I fucking hate Sacred Hearts. Maybe it looks cool, I don't think so. Yeah, hand pokes are dumb. And if this ain't a hand poke, it should be, because it looks like it. I guess it works, I don't know. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. There's cool tatters out there. This ain't it. On to the next.